Welcome to the 7th episode of
Not sure what's going on, but it's happening.
I'm your host, Giovanna Tronconi.
And I'm your host, Callie Driscoll. Today, we're going over deep questions that we're going to be asking each other. Neither of us know the questions that the other person's going to be asking in advance, so this is completely...
I'm slightly terrified, because if you watched the last episode, you know that one of us is really deep in thoughts and stuff, and one of us is not.
Yeah.
So...
That's not true. You can be deep.
I can. Like, once in a while, I'll be, like, really pristinely deep.
Profoundly deep.
Profound. Like, literally,
Yeah.
like, the most profound way possible. But that's, like, for a second out of the entire day. So that's, like, the ratio of my deepness.
Do you want to start, or
You go first, because I don't know if my questions are good. Like, I need, like, reassurance on that.
No, you'll be good, okay? Do you want me to start with something really hard?
I don't know.
Something
I'm
easy.
so scared.
Okay. What's something you wish people asked you more often?
Not what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
Okay, but it has to be something...
No, I just need to, like, really put that out there to anyone. Like, you don't need to ask me what my future holds. I don't want to answer the question one more time.
Yeah.
I should get a sign for my graduation party that asked me to not say that.
You should.
Like, literally,
But answer
like...
the question.
I already got distracted.
Yeah.
So the question is something that I wish people asked me more. I'm just going to go with the first thing that came to mind, because I feel like there's a deeper answer, you know? But the first thing that came to mind is YouTube, because people always ask me about, like, my actual job. But I, like, actually am really passionate about YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wish people were like, how's that going? Or like behind the scenes. Because I find behind the scenes stuff of like YouTube and the podcast also like so interesting. Like I look at like analytics pages and I'm like, I find it so fascinating.
Yeah.
So I wish I could talk about that more, but it's also something where like you can't really talk about it with someone who knows nothing about it.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
But it's something I find so interesting. So if anyone I know has interest in that, let me know. I know they don't, but like let me know. Oh, I have a question. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm nervous.
It does go back and forth. I forgot about that. Like I'm so happy I'm not the only one answering questions. Okay, let's start at the beginning. I'm just gonna go through the list. If someone offered you a box with everything you had ever lost, what's the first thing you're looking for?
This is the first thing that came to mind. This was probably 2018, 2019. They did like the Presque button challenge thing or whatever, and it was the frog button.
Yes.
That same day, I lost my wallet, and I had a decent amount of money in there. Gift cards, money, just random stuff. Mm-hmm. That is what I would look for first. Because that was something that, like...
I feel like you have brought that up multiple times. Like, it's not something where, like, you lost it and you kind of, like, in your mind, you're like, okay, I lost this, I really miss it.
Yeah.
That's something you have, like, on occasion. But, like, one time I lost my wallet.
Yeah. That
one stuck with you. I've never lost my wallet fully, but I have, like... There's been multiple times where, like, somehow people have contacted me about me having my wallet. The movie theater, Target, Best Buy, any store you can imagine. Phones also.
What's a moment in your life that quietly changed you, even if no one else noticed?
I like this question. I need to think, though. A moment in my life that quietly changed me.
Yes.
Whatever. Okay.
Whatever.
Well, no, I meant, like, okay, I got the question. Like, whatever.
I know you mean.
I need to stop saying whatever. So whatever. I'm thinking. So way back when I was about 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, we had this class. It was called homeroom, as you do, because I was about to be like, so I had a class, but it's like when you're 5 years old, you stay in the same classroom.
You were in kindergarten.
So I was in kindergarten, and we learned in the school year importance of like giving space in friendships, and I was friends with this one girl, and she basically never talked to me again after that.
Oh my.
And basically... that instance just kind of taught me the importance of like when you have a friend and that you need to put effort into things. And I learned that at a very young age.
Oh my
because
God. That was early. I was thinking about the same thing though, because I was thinking like 4th grade.
I was about to say 4th grade, but then I was like, that is so deep. Like, I probably will have to bring it up because it has affected me a lot in life.
That has.
But
that was
going to be like a second thing.
Yeah.
But then I learned like, wait, if you like are friends with someone, you have to actually put a little effort in, because if you like fully just never talk to them, even if it's on purpose, it's gonna hurt. Oh, it's my turn again.
It is your
I need to
turn.
get in routine.
You do. Get in the rhythm.
What keeps you up at night?
Oh,
yeah, I'm not
that's
going in order
crazy.
anymore.
Honestly, for a while it was school. For a while it would be like different school assignments, but I've actually got pretty good at compartmentalizing. Gotta use big words here. But just putting that aside and being able to like disassociate with school. Right now, it's probably people that I'm talking to, like in any way, shape, or form. Friends, more than friends, it doesn't matter. That keeps me up at night just because I'm an overthinker when it comes to talking to people. Because I'm like, okay, what did they really mean by this? What did I?
I actually
like,
can't
rude?
physically believe that you're an overthinker when it comes to that because I'm an overthinker. That's why I don't talk to anybody. Which means
I force myself out of my comfort
either we like have different versions of overthinking, or one of us is on one extreme.
Yeah, I think you might be a little bit more extreme than I am. I actually have a question to go for that.
Oh gosh.
This is one that I came up with. Okay. What is holding you back from gaining deeper relationships?
So, if we're going really deep and we have to go to the root of the problem, the idea of people like judging you for whatever reason, but the reason it is because back in 4th grade
Traumatic
in school, I
experience.
was bullied an extreme amount. I've never actually talked about that, but I was.
Yeah.
So it made me like second guess everything I did. So now to this day, I'm like, wait, does this person secretly hate me?
Yeah.
So that's the reason. It's really fun.
Yeah. No, I had that same thing. Like, I also dealt with like a lot of bullies, which was so like it was horrible because we stayed there. We were at this school from
5
kindergarten
years.
to 4th grade, and every single year it was like so bad. But that really
It makes me
affects
second
you.
guess anytime I'm like talking to somebody. I'm like,
Yeah.
what if you secretly hate me? What if
Yeah, because they seem so nice, but then
What if
they
you
turn
secretly
around.
hate me?
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, I didn't think when you're that young, like, people, like, genuinely, like, passionately hate each other.
Yeah,
But people hated me for, I don't know what reason.
I don't know.
If you're wondering who hated me, it was my whole friend group.
It wasn't me. Okay.
It wasn't her.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was not
actually hated because I was friends with her.
Which is weird because, to be honest, I never saw that side of things because they sheltered me from that. That's how bad it was. They like didn't want me to see that they were like being a total jerk to her until we told them. Until we told them we were leaving.
Until we, like, left the school, and also, like, after we had left and it was, like, behind us.
It was bad. We're not friends with any of them anymore.
No.
Like, they are all in the past.
Like, I think I have, like, 2 of them on Snapchat. And it's just because I'm in their photo dump stories and I need to stay updated.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to know the tea, but I also, like, hate being in there because I know they see me viewing it.
Yeah.
So, I know that's impossible to hide the way you like, you can't hide from seeing someone on Snapchat. Like, they see everything you see. Or they see that you saw everything. But I wish there was a way to hide that. That's the only thing I want to stay up to date is your photo dump stories. Because those always have tea in them. Because people put anything. And I'm like, if you have me in your story, you have a bunch of random people in your story.
That's true.
How do you handle criticism or feedback?
Okay. This one is difficult because because it depends on who it's coming from. If it's coming from my parents or my sister, I don't handle it too well. I'm going to be completely honest because I know like how brutally harsh they will be with me. So like if they're saying something, I do know that it's coming from a place of love, but it's so hard for me to accept that. And part of me completely rejects whatever they say. And then I'll basically, not deal with it. But if I'm getting it from someone who is not in like my immediate circle, so like basically the people I live with. So if it came from like you, Lily, or like people more in that circle, I tend to handle it a little bit better, but then it starts to make me really question like, okay, well, how long has this been a problem? Is there other things I'm not noticing? So it starts making me really question things like, okay, what's going on behind the scenes that I'm missing? So I think it really starts to make me question everything in life, which is... it's not good. What is your biggest weakness?
All of the other ones, some things like come to me kind of quickly, and then like I actually like think it through to make sure it's like a good point. But this one, nothing's like coming straight to my mind. Biggest weakness. Okay, the fact that I don't share with people, like you, Lily, family, whatever. I share with those people, but I don't share anything with other people.
In what way are you talking about? Like
in like any way. I know so many people who know me, but they don't actually, like, know anything about me. You know that?
Okay.
There's so many people in my life who, like, they know me. And you think they know me well because I've known them so much.
Yeah.
But they don't know anything about me.
That's real. Okay, I do.
So
that
I think,
too
because I
sometimes.
was thinking, my first thought of, like, when people are like, oh, my weakness is I overshare. I undershare, and I think that's also a weakness.
I find myself in a horrible spot in the middle where I'm both extremes at the same time. I overshare way too much, but I also undershare with some people who deserve more.
Undershare on the craziest level ever. That's definitely my weakness, because I was about to be like, that's my biggest problem. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't share anything with anyone, except for the fact that I put my entire life online. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's such a
different,
weird balance. Like, I share so much in a way, but I share, like, nothing at all in such a ginormous way. I have to ask you a question. I was like, I feel like there's something I need to say.
Yeah. I know it's so weird because you just get off of talking and you're like, oh, I've got to, ask a question now. My hand is really sweaty right now.
Are you really nervous about this?
No, my hands are so sweaty unnecessarily.
Oh,
Like,
sometimes.
recently they've been so
Sometimes
bad.
it's bad.
It's horrible. I'm like, okay. Like, I promise I'm not nervous. I think it's maybe lotion. I don't know.
See, I think mine is nervousness. But it's like in situations where I don't think I'm nervous and I think I actually deep down am nervous.
I don't know. I get it all the time.
What advice would you give your 10-year-old self? Like, I'm talking depths of being at school.
10 was 7 years ago.
Oh, you turned 10 after. So, like, maybe 9-year-old you. You know what I mean?
Like, what grade would that have been?
I'm talking, like, 3rd, 4th grade.
Okay.
Because you turned 10 right after the school year.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, 3rd and 4th grade, that was hard. Okay, those years were honestly very formative in like a way that I know I needed to get to where I am right now, but they were rough. Okay, so 3rd grade wasn't as bad, except for it wasn't as bad just because I think I sort of meshed them together. I think the advice I would give younger me is ignore the boys, because that was about the age when boys started to become a big thing. Okay, wait, no, I actually had like my first legit crush in like 1st or 2nd grade.
Yeah, mine was definitely before 4th grade.
Yeah.
3rd, 4th grade.
But 3rd and 4th grade was when my friend group really started morphing into like it really started changing for the worse, and I couldn't tell that. I think it's because I know one of my biggest problems growing up was how oblivious I was to things around me, and this haunts me. This
And
haunts
couldn't,
me
like,
still.
not laugh.
I was so oblivious to the point that like I didn't recognize anyone else's problems outside of mine. My life was literally just me, and I get that's.
But you were
kid-
also so young.
Yeah, I get that's a kid thing.
So, like, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, like, and I do see how you were oblivious to things. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you were so young. It's not like you're, like, your age now and you're oblivious to everyone else.
Well, I think at like between 8 and 10, that's when you should start not being so oblivious to the people around you, because there was a lot of times where be almost neglecting certain friendships because I didn't see that they were getting hurt. Like I see that especially with you. In 3rd and 4th grade, I started spending a lot of time with like the other people in the group. It's so weird.
What are the name we came up with the frog?
Frederick.
Okay.
But that's not helpful.
It's not actually that helpful.
So I started hanging out with these 2 girls, and the one girl, she was sort of like, I would say I was like the head of the friend group in a way that was like, I was kind of just passively living my life, and they were just like,
I think
making me the ruler.
I think
okay?
you were like the only one people were friends with, but conveniently there's a whole circle around you.
No,
Because so many
me and some people weren't friends. Me and her weren't friends. I went to her house like twice.
I was friends with her a little bit.
Yeah,
And that's why I started to get bullied by one person, because I became friends with her friend and she said, no, I'm possessive of this person.
No, but see, that one, I was friends with her a lot in 4th grade. Mm-hmm. And in the year before, I was more friends with,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can just bleep names because this is
Exactly.
so hard.
Yeah.
Just say the names. I'm going to bleep everything.
So I just think in those years, ignore the boys. The boys are going to be whatever. Just move on, because all the girls had a crush on the same guy. Mm-hmm. It was, okay, first of all, I've seen him now. He was on the news the other day. For like, he plays basketball.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. And I think ignore the boys and focus on your friendships. Be very vigilant to the people around you, because you're not the only one who's going through stuff. Mm-hmm. That's very important, because my life was really just, this is what I'm going through, that's it. Mm-hmm. And it haunts me to think about how much of a non-friend I was in some circumstances. And it's bad. But I think prioritize friendships. Ignore the guy.
That was so deep for like I knew the question was deep, but then
Yeah,
you like,
no, it was
a good answer.
okay. Now I just have to come up with.
But one thing that's crazy to me is that you said 3rd grade is better than 4th grade.
They were both formative years.
They were both really bad for me, but 3rd grade was like absolutely awful.
4th grade was worse for me.
I don't know.
Our teacher was better.
They were all bad. All 5 years were bad.
Honestly, they were. I would not go back and relive that. What's a secret you've never told anyone?
Wow.
From deep to deep.
Like, I definitely have an answer, but I don't know, like...
You don't know if it's something that you can share.
No, I don't, like, literally,
That's
like,
actually so-
you're like, I'm, like, going through, like, I'm like, okay, Gigi, secrets. Like, my mind, like, isn't, like, working.
My mind goes blank.
Yeah, that's what's happening to me, and I'm like, I know there has to be something. Oh my gosh, the camera's about to die.
Oh my gosh, just it lasts a little bit. Just keep talking.
So, a secret not many people know about me is...
Piece of hair on you. Probably my hair. It's everywhere.
Is that I'm shedding. I'm not. I'm not shedding, that I know.
This one is kind of similar, but it's like, I think this one will help though.
Okay.
What part of yourself do you hide the most from people?
Probably to go back to like the deep emotional side, because I'm not that person to be commonly like,
Oh.
you know? So like I don't share that side of me with people. Like if something like upsets me, like, nobody's knowing.
I could see that.
You know what I mean? If something's bothering me, not a human knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because like me and Lily will talk about stuff all the time, but you seem more like someone who's a little bit more
Literally,
you keep to yourself.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I should have secrets, but I can't think of something in that way. But at the same time, I do know factually that I keep like emotions to myself completely. Yeah.
I used to do that. I've gotten better about it, but
See, I think my problem is sharing in any situation. I think that's really my problem.
You did say that earlier.
For literally any aspect of life. In class, I'm scared to share my thoughts, even if I have like the proper answer too.
Oh, same.
It's a problem in every area of my life, I'm realizing. Yeah. Okay, similar with that, I had, what's your kryptonite? What's your downfall? What's your weakness?
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
Do you know what kryptonite is?
Kinda. I mean, like, I generally know, but...
Okay, it's just your weakness.
Yeah, okay.
An almond Hershey's bar.
Are you talking like that, or are you talking
No,
about...
I meant deep. I said that
really
jokingly.
shallow.
I meant that jokingly.
But honestly, it's so bad when those are in the house. Let's not talk about that, though. Okay. I would say that it's giving too much of myself up front. Mm-hmm. And, like, when I'm talking to somebody, I basically will go all in. And then it'll get to a point where I'll get burnt out because I'm putting in too much energy in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And this is something that bothers me, that is because I'm like that so much in the beginning, people can easily tell when I'm acting off. Like, I've been texting certain people, and this has probably happened with like almost everybody I've ever texted. They've been like, "Oh, you sound off. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh wait, I thought that was the camera
No.
for a second. Oh my god.
Like, if I'm having...
Y'all don't know the stress of this camera and this ring light.
It's so annoying.
It's
But
so
if I'm having a bad day, someone can easily tell. Like, it's just so obvious. And I think that's just because I'm too up and open in the beginning, and then I get burnt out.
We have opposite problems here. Because, like, if I'm having a bad day, like, in some way, someone will know. Like, when my car gets stuck in the snow, in my driveway, my car is actually really good in the snow. When it's in the driveway, like, in that way, people can know I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
But when it's, like, anything other, no one knows.
Yeah. So I think it's just how much I give up front and get burnt out too easily. What's something you're not over even if you act like it? I have so many answers to this one.
Oh, this is good, because I can literally go into any genre.
Exactly. You can go anywhere.
What's something I'm not over? Yeah.
Don't do like, oh, that one basketball game they lost. You know, like, do something deeper.
So, and the way is, one game in mind.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, if we're gonna like ignore any shallow topics like you know, basketball.
Yes.
Okay, now I like want to say that, but I can't. Gigi, don't say that.
Be quick. We don't have much time.
Be quick. Okay. Something that I'm not over.
You want me to switch questions?
Maybe. Like, I don't want to like not answer the questions, but I'm trying to think of things, and like I can think of like not deep. Like, I can think of like TV shows or.
This one is kind of similar. What is a mistake you've made that you can't justify? Like a mistake you've made in the past, even if you're
And I'm like,
over it.
oh, that was a bad mistake.
Something that no matter how long you've thought about it, you still can't be like, okay.
I'm realizing as we're talking about these things that I can remember before like 10 years old, and I can think of like after like 14, 15, but there's like a blank space in my mind. Like,
That was like weird years.
a mistake I made that I really am like, oh gosh, I screwed up on that one. See, there is things. Let me try to think of something.
You want to ask me a question while you're thinking?
Maybe my brain is not functioning. Like, I'm like trying to come up with something and like nothing's working.
It's showing. It's showing.
What's something you wish you could do over, or you wish you could do different? Like, what would you do differently in this situation?
10th grade. 10th grade, see, I don't want to relive 10th grade, but that was one of probably the most forming years of my life. And thing is, I know I needed that to set an example for standards in my life. Mm-hmm. But what I would do over...
I'm gonna kill myself because the camera died.
So I was saying 10th grade. 10th grade was very formative because I was talking to... It was actually these two guys. I was talking to both of them. And it started in the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. And it was just like...
I'm so happy I avoided that.
It was horrible. It was small back and forth. And then it started to escalate the second semester of the year. And it got to a point where I was in this pretty toxic talking stage with this guy. What I would do differently would be, when I saw the red flags, not ignore them,
Because actually, you started off by talking simply with the red flags.
It was bad. Okay,
you were literally his therapist.
I fully knew what I was getting into, yet I still did. And I know that was something that I needed to learn the lesson of, but it's so traumatizing that, like, if I had to redo something, that's what it would be. It would be 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I would not talk to those guys, and I would prioritize my school that year because it started really suffering. And that was the only final I had ever failed.
I did fail a final. Oh, and mine was also that
final.
End of year, yeah.
It was final. That same time period where I was talking to that guy.
Oh, yeah. I did fail that one. The final before that, I went to Vegas and never studied for, and I got like a 98 on it. So I then, for the next final, studied a bunch and was so confident in myself and then failed it. So that really just, like, messed me up in the way of, like, wait, what am I doing wrong? I literally did the opposite of last time. If anything, I should have gotten, like, 100. Yeah. Because last time I didn't study. I literally went to Vegas. The last thing you do during finals week is go to Vegas. And I went to Vegas. And
exactly. You want me to ask you one last question?
Yeah, if you have a good one, because I feel bad not answering one.
What do you think hurts you the most and why?
See, the thing with currently is because I don't share anything with anyone, I have such a set group of people to where, like, nobody's, like, ever really, like, I'm not friends with anyone who's ever being like, oh, I don't like you. Or, like, being, like, rude or anything. But something that I do think really affects me is back at school when I wasn't bullied so much that it does actually affect me in, like, not daily life. I'm not constantly like, oh my gosh, like, thinking about it, but it is something where I'm like, oh, I could have, like, done that differently in a situation, like, or just, like, not sharing with people. It's because of that. Yeah. And it's something that definitely does, like,
that was something that
curse me.
Like, yeah, that was something that was during the formative years, so it's messed with you psychologically. It's messed with
me my whole life. The fact that, like, literally only Callie's my only real friend, except she, the nicest way possible. Like, you literally already said you only, like, thought about yourself. Or what did you say? That's not what I meant.
Like, what?
No, when you were saying in 3rd and 4th grade how you were only aware of, like, the things happening to yourself.
Oh, yeah. That was
not to other people. So, like, you were still a good friend. I never was in that situation like, oh, Callie over here, she hates me. Yeah. Like, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I was
Callie was my friend. Best. And then all of our friends didn't like me. So
I got real backstabbed that year.
And the crazy thing is, in 3rd grade, the main bully wasn't even in our friend group. That was a side thing. That was a whole other situation.
Oh, she was always a problem.
She was always a problem, but she wasn't, like, in our friend group a problem. Yeah. So I think it's made me second guess so many things in life.
Yeah, they were formative years.
Yeah, they're formative, so they do affect me on the daily. Not the daily, but they do affect me in life, and I think about how I think about things mentally. Was really affected by that in my life. Okay. But I think doing online school and, like, doing things on my own now has helped me counteract that a lot also. Oh, yeah. Because, like, then I would be, like, second guessing anything. So, funny story, I don't know if I've ever told this to anyone. Or, like, I've definitely said it, but, like, online. So, my last day of school ever, I had a tank top and shorts I really wanted to wear because I was like, it was all Nike. I was like, this is the coolest outfit ever. It was like a Nike tank top, Nike athletic shorts. Cool outfit when you're 10 years old. And I wore it to school, but it was, like, cold that day, so I wore a hoodie with it, not thinking anything of it. Like, I'm in shorts, tank top, hoodie. Going to school, my last day of school ever, after, that was always a half day, and you'd go to an amusement park after. Like, our school hosted it. And I remember people hating me on my last day for my outfit. They were like, why are you wearing that? It's cold out. Like, why would you ever wear that? Like, people didn't... I don't know what was going on. People really were like, it's our last chance to hate on you. Gotta get it in real quick.
Well, no, after we told them we were leaving, they started to become
like, hate us. Yeah. Because of that.
I didn't, like, I had problems with people, but it was never on, like, that deep of a level. But at that point, they basically would stop talking to us and were, like, so mean. It was horrible.
It was.
Like, it started really escalating and...
Yeah. But I remember, like, that affected me because then I'd be, like, within, like... recent after that, I'd be like, oh, well, like, now, like, my outfit, like, is it weather appropriate? Because people are going to hate on me if like, if I see someone in an outfit that's not weather appropriate, I'm not going to go up to them and tell them I hate them. But that happened to me. So I think, like, little things like that literally would affect me. And now I'm going to dress up in occasions that I shouldn't dress up in, but, like, I'm going to wear what I want. Exactly. And I don't care if my style is necessarily the exact... Because, like, my style's not anything crazily unique, I'll say. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, oh, what are the other people wearing exactly?
Yeah, I used to be really like that. Like, I could not go anywhere unless I knew what someone else was wearing. Yeah. And now it's gotten to a point where I'm just like, it is not that serious.
It's not serious. So I think, just going from that situation of school to the situation of school I am in now, really, they counteract each other in a way.
Okay, well, thank you for
watching our Deep Questions podcast, where I apparently can't answer any questions. And I feel really bad about it because you were asking questions and I'm over here like, so I don't have an answer to that one.
Well, you ended up answering questions, so that was the important part. So we'll see you next Friday at 8 a.m. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Actually,
why do I say bye? Before this, we're like, let's not say bye. And then every time I'm like, overanalyze.
You do. It's so bad.